strength, Haki, devil fruits. In the world of One Piece, these are what makes legend. But what if the most dangerous power isn't flashy or supernatural at all? This is the story of Roronoa Zoro, the man whose loyalty has shaken warlords, frightened gods, and held the Straw Hat crew together. And it might just be the one thing that turns dreams into destiny. When Zoro joined Luffy in Shell's Town, it wasn't some emotional moment. He didn't get a heartfelt speech. He just said, "If you ever get in the way of my dreams, I'll make you commit seppuku." It was raw, transactional, but what came after proved something deeper. In a world where betrayal is currency, pirates killing crewmates, warlords abandoning honor, Yonko fighting over scraps, Zoro made a choice early on. He would never let Luffy fall. Not because he was forced to, but because he believed in him. Over time, Zoro's loyalty evolved from more pragmatism to a code, and that code would define the crew's moral compass. Let's walk through the moments that forged this legacy. Thriller Bark, the ultimate sacrifice. After the crew defeats Oars and Moria, Kuma arrives with orders to eliminate Luffy. No strength left, no options. Zoro steps forward. He bargains his life, not for glory, but because Luffy has to survive. Then Kuma forces him to feel all the pain Luffy endured. Zoro takes it, all of it, alone, in silence. And when Sanji finds him, all he says is, "Nothing happened." That's not just loyalty, that's legend. Water 7, holding the line. After Usopp leaves the crew over the Going Merry, he wants back in. Luffy's ready to forgive, but Zoro isn't. If you let him return with an apology, you undermine your authority as a captain. Zoro doesn't just protect Luffy's body, he protects Luffy's role, even if it means standing up to his own crew. Wano, standing alone in a storm. Zoro throws himself into danger with King, knowing it's a fight that could kill him, but he does it without hesitation. Why? Because if Luffy is to become Pirate King, someone has to clear the path. Even before that, in Punk Hazard and Dressrosa, Zoro constantly shields the weaker crew members, not because he's told to, but because that's what a first mate does. Zoro is more than a fighter. He's a reflection of Bushido, the samurai code of honor, discipline, and loyalty. Ichiro Oda has said he designed Zoro with this in mind, and it shows. Bushido teaches that death is better than disgrace, that honor isn't given, it's earned. Zoro lives by this. He doesn't chase clout, he doesn't ask for recognition, he suffers in silence because the crew's success is his victory. In many ways, Zoro is the spiritual opposite of Sanji, who wears his emotions openly. Zoro's loyalty is quiet, steadfast, immovable. Now compare this to raw power. Yes, Luffy has Conqueror's Haki, so does Zoro. But Zoro's Conquerors doesn't just crush enemies, it commands respect. From Mihawk, from Kaido, from the audience. Zoro pushes himself to death's edge every arc, not for fame, but because he believes Luffy's dream is worth dying for. And the crazy part, he never once questions that dream. Zoro's loyalty is a structural force in One Piece. When Luffy falters, Zoro holds steady. When the crew is uncertain, Zoro is the rock. When the outside world tries to break them, Zoro takes the hit. In Marineford, Whitebeard's crew fractured under the weight of emotion and chaos. Had it been the Straw Hats, Zoro wouldn't have let that happen. As we enter the final saga, with betrayals looming and world-shaking secrets unraveling, Zoro may be the one thing that keeps the Straw Hat dream alive. Zoro's loyalty isn't just powerful, it's transformational. In a world ruled by betrayal, his loyalty is resistance. In a story about chasing dreams, he's the protector of someone else's. And in a crew full of brilliant weirdos, Zoro is the silent storm, always watching, always ready. If you believe Zoro is more than just Luffy's swordsman, join the crew here at the Grand Line. We drop lore, theory, and deep storytelling. Comment below, which moments made you realize Zoro is built different? Was it Thriller Bark, Enies Lobby, Wano? Subscribe, like, and never forget, when Luffy laughs, it's because Zoro holds the weight.